I'm Beth Payne of MiningIR Media. Today we're at the Mining Indaba in beautiful sunny Cape Town, and I'm delighted to be joined by Tycho Moencks of BCG Group. Tycho, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks a lot for the discussion, Beth.
Not a problem, absolutely my pleasure. Could you tell me a little bit about what BCG does and what services you can provide to the mining industry?
Absolutely. I mean, BCG as a company in its totality, we have roughly 6,500 employees globally, which of course is not only mining. I mean, in the mining space, there are 200, 250 colleagues, again, across the globe that are focusing on metals mining extraction industry. And our core areas of work are actually across the value chain. So it starts with exploration and it goes all the way into marketing, including operations, including portfolio strategy, including HR topics. I mean, hot topic, obviously digital in this entire realm. And yeah, basically it's whatever like long-term value-adding problems companies face, usually we can help or hope to be able to.
So which jurisdictions are you looking on most favourably at the moment? Where do investors seem to be putting their money and where do companies seem to be wanting to operate?
Yeah, and maybe one word of warning up front, I might be biased because I lived and worked in South Africa or Southern Africa for quite a while. And I mean, staying in this country, there is potential, I would clearly say yes. At the same time, the safe jurisdictions, basically talking about Canada, talking about Australia, definitely of high relevance. Then it's also in the realm of the battery metals, talking about cobalt. There is interest in jurisdictions like the DRC with all its complications. Latin America also becoming of interest and even stronger interest, primarily driven by copper. It's driven by lithium as well. Yep. So actually there's a quite broad stretch of interest from an investor perspective. Which I think is also driven that the sentiment in the mining industry is improving. So there's actually appetite to look at what can we do as investors and as mining companies as well to be prepared for the next wave.
Excellent. And talking of sentiment in the mining industry, how are you finding this year's Indaba? They're in their 25th year now. The hall is busy. How are you finding the mood here?
Different compared to last year's, and I would say better. I mean, I've attended the Indaba, I think the first time 6-7 years ago, when there was a mood of like, how do we survive? And actually, if you're now talking with companies, if you're talking with investors, interested parties, there is the general feeling of like something is happening, and the industry is in a phase where it's stable and growing, in fact. And you feel it in the atmosphere, the way people are talking, the way people are engaging. And I think one important aspect that is also happening, and this is a little bit South Africa specific, that government representatives, interest bodies and mining companies are getting closer together and basically saying, how can we create value together and not like, it's you, it's me.
So it's been a strong year for you at Indaba, looking forward to a positive 2019. What can BCG offer to companies in the coming year? What sort of companies are you looking to help with their projects?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that has been a buzzword for a couple of years, but still companies are struggling with, are aspects around digital. And it's not about digital strategy, but what do I do actually with digital? How do I get value out of that? I mean, this is definitely one area where we're focusing on. We opened in Johannesburg a digital hub to be on the ground as well, distributed around the world. We have 150 data analysts approximately that are working on digital, on machine learning, on data analytics. I think the other aspect that is gaining importance is the kind of like appetite for M&A and the appetite for growth, in fact.
Yes, yeah.
So M&A being one part of the thing, but the other side also companies rethinking their portfolios and saying, where is growth now coming from? So I would say those are the two most exciting topics in 2019 and actually great topics to work on.
And if people would like to look at your full range of services, do you have a website they can go to?
It's bcg.com, and I mean there you can navigate through and find the right contact details. Also a little bit more information. What are we doing? What is the realm of things that we can provide?
Excellent. Tycho, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your time.
Super. Thank you so much.